The three-time world heavyweight champion, every one of his victories would have been against the world heavyweight champion, not a vacant belt, not anything like that. Do you understand? So that's important.
Anthony Joshua's highly anticipated match against Daniel Dubois has been officially cancelled. This unexpected decision arose after Joshua learned that Dubois had recently tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, substances that are strictly banned in the sport. Despite Joshua's confidence in his ability to win, he felt that continuing with the match under these circumstances would not be fair. He emphasized the importance of maintaining clean and honest competition, leading him to conclude that cancelling the fight was the right course of action. Joshua's commitment to fairness in the sport shines through in this decision. Even though he believed he could defeat Dubois, even if Dubois had used PEDs, Joshua refused to proceed with the match, underscoring his integrity. For Joshua, it's not just about winning. It's about ensuring that both fighters compete on equal footing. This decision reflects his strong character and adherence to the principles of fair play, as he feels that a fight can only be right if both participants are abiding by the rules. The news of the cancellation has left many fans deeply disappointed. They were eagerly anticipating the clash between Joshua and Dubois, especially given the excitement and build-up surrounding the match. However, despite their disappointment, many fans respect Joshua's decision. They understand the importance of fair competition and appreciate that Joshua stands by his principles, even if it means calling off a highly anticipated fight. In a statement about the cancellation, Joshua expressed his own disappointment and frustration. "I'm really disappointed that my fight against Dubois was cancelled," he said. "If there's someone who's more hurt by this, it's me, especially since I've trained so hard to beat him. But once I found out about the PED issue, I knew I had to cancel the fight. It's frustrating, but I've always believed in fair competition, and I couldn't go through with it under these circumstances." Joshua's decision to cancel the match, despite his readiness to compete, is impressive and speaks volumes about his commitment to the integrity of the sport. He could have chosen to go ahead with the fight, but he knew it wouldn't feel right if Dubois wasn't completely clean. Joshua's choice underscores the importance of competing fairly and upholding the values of the sport. On the other hand, Daniel Dubois has strongly denied the allegations of PED use. He has expressed his own dismay over the sudden cancellation and firmly stands by his claim of innocence. Dubois has called the rumors about his PED use fake news and insists that they should not have been taken seriously. He believes that the accusations are entirely false and should not have led to the cancellation of the fight. In a pointed statement, Dubois didn't hold back his thoughts on the situation, taking a jab at Joshua. "I'm really disappointed about the cancellation of the match because of these accusations about me using PEDs. Where on earth did that report come from? I think this is just another scheme by Joshua to back out of the fight. Is he that afraid to face me? Am I really that strong? If he's as tough as he claims to be, then he shouldn't believe in lies like this. Let's settle it in the ring if he's truly up for the challenge." Before the fight was called off, the tension between Joshua and Dubois was already high, with both fighters exchanging intense verbal jabs. They did not hold back in their war of words, each trying to get inside the other's head. One significant moment came when Dubois, the reigning IBF heavyweight champion, issued a strong warning to Joshua. He made it clear that he was ready for their showdown and wasn't afraid of the challenge.
Very active, Dubois. I think he won't be quite as active. You saw him take a lot of punishment against Hrgovic. AJ's a different type of puncher to Hrgovic. You cannot walk onto right hands. You go.
Despite being seen as the underdog, Dubois was full of confidence and determined to surprise everyone by defeating Joshua and adding a third world title to his name. He knew that most people expected Joshua to win, but that only fueled his desire to prove them wrong and come out on top. In an interview, the 26-year-old Dubois shared just how confident and ready he felt for the fight. He boldly declared that he believed it was his time to shine and that he was fully prepared to go to war in the ring. Dubois' confidence was evident, and he didn't seem worried at all about facing Joshua. He was eager to prove himself and show the world that he could take on the former champion. His words were not just statements of self-belief, but also seemed to mock Joshua. Dubois confidently declared that he would hold onto his IBF heavyweight belt, and that there was no way Joshua could take it from him. His bold, almost taunting remarks appeared to be a dare for Joshua to try and prove him wrong. As the news of the cancellation spread, it became clear that both fighters were frustrated by the outcome. Joshua had invested significant time and effort into preparing for the match, and the sudden cancellation was undoubtedly a blow. For Dubois, the cancellation meant a missed opportunity to prove his critics wrong and secure another significant victory. In the end, while the excitement surrounding the match has been cut short, the principles of fair competition and integrity have prevailed. Joshua's decision to cancel the fight, despite his own disappointment and frustration, highlights the importance of maintaining a level playing field in sports. Fans, although disappointed, can respect Joshua's commitment to these principles, and Dubois' firm denial of the allegations adds another layer of complexity to this unfolding story. Both fighters will now look ahead to their future opportunities, with the hope that their paths may cross again under fair and clean conditions. In a stunning turn of events, Anthony Joshua has officially called off his highly anticipated match against Daniel Dubois. This decision came after Joshua discovered that Dubois had recently tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, which are strictly prohibited in professional boxing. Although Joshua was confident he could win the fight, he felt that proceeding under these circumstances would be unfair and compromise the integrity of the sport. By cancelling the fight, Joshua underscored the importance of maintaining clean and honest competition, a decision that speaks volumes about his character and commitment to the sport's principles. Joshua's stance highlights his unwavering commitment to fairness. Even though he believed he could defeat Dubois, regardless of any PED use, he refused to compete under such conditions. Joshua emphasized that a fight must be fought on equal terms to be legitimate, and that both fighters need to adhere to the rules for the competition to be fair. This decision has reinforced Joshua's reputation as a man of strong principles, dedicated not just to winning, but to upholding the integrity of the sport. The cancellation has left many fans deeply disappointed. They had been eagerly looking forward to this match, given the excitement and build-up surrounding it. However, despite their disappointment, fans largely respect Joshua's decision. They understand the significance of fair competition and appreciate that Joshua stands by his principles, even if it means cancelling a major fight. When asked about the cancellation, Joshua expressed his own disappointment and frustration. "I'm really disappointed that my fight against Dubois was cancelled," he said. "If there's someone who's more hurt by this, it's me, especially since I've trained so hard to beat him. But once I found out about the PED issue, I knew I had to cancel the fight. It's frustrating, but I've always believed in fair competition, and I couldn't go through with it under these circumstances." Joshua's decision to cancel the match, despite his readiness to compete, speaks volumes about his dedication to the sport's integrity. He could have gone ahead with the fight, but he knew it wouldn't feel right if Dubois wasn't entirely keen. Joshua's choice underscores the importance of fair play and the values that make boxing a respected sport. On the other hand, Daniel Dubois has vehemently denied the allegations of PED use. He has expressed his own frustration over the sudden cancellation, firmly standing by his innocence. Dubois has labeled the rumors about his PED use as fake news and insists that they should not have been taken seriously. He believes the accusations are baseless and should not have led to the fight's cancellation. In a pointed statement, Dubois didn't hold back his thoughts on the situation, taking a jab at Joshua. "I'm really disappointed about the cancellation of the match because of these accusations about me using PEDs. Where on earth did that report come from? I think this is just another scheme by Joshua to back out of the fight. Is he that afraid to face me? Am I really that strong? If he's as tough as he claims to be, then he shouldn't believe in lies like thee." Let's settle it in the ring if he's truly up for the challenge. Before the fight was called off, the tension between Joshua and Dubois was palpable, with both fighters exchanging intense verbal jabs. They didn't hold back in their war of words, each trying to get inside the other's head. One significant moment came when Dubois, the reigning IBF heavyweight champion, issued a strong warning to Joshua,